Hi everyone, it's Mari Chris from Abundance Property. I thought I'd jump on here real quick and give an update on all of the excitement that's been going on the last couple of days when the federal government released this new home buyer incentive to first home buyers and to upgraders. And there's some people that are still a little bit confused about who is eligible and who is not and what it includes, all those things. So I thought I'd give a quick update on the grant itself. So last week we were talking about how there was going to be a $50,000 grant to new home buyers, whether you're an investor or a purchaser, like a home to live in. They have changed that, but the good thing is now at least the federal government has set something in concrete. Basically, it's anything that you sign as of yesterday all the way to December 2020 that this will apply. So what is happening now is that there will be in the state of Victoria, which this video will be going out to mostly our Victorian followers. If you are going to buy a home to live in, you can get up to $45,000. So here's who's eligible, and I'm going to list this below so it's really clear, but I will explain it as I go along on what it includes, what it doesn't include. So first home buyers with a new home build that are planning to buy in Metro Melbourne. So you get $25,000 from the federal government, which is the Liberal Party right now, who is ScoMo, is going to be giving us $25,000 to build a brand new property. And then you still are eligible for the Victorian state government grant, which is $10,000. So that's a total of $35,000 if you were to buy in the metro area of Melbourne as a first home buyer. Now, the other incentive is if you were to purchase in regional Victoria as a first home buyer, and that's like Ballarat, Bendigo, those kind of areas, you're actually eligible for an extra $10,000 grant. So you'd get the 25 federal government plus 20, so that's a total of $45,000 as a first home buyer. Now, the other good thing about this is if you want to upgrade your home, so you've got a purchase, you're not a first home buyer, but you want to buy a newer home to live in, this grant also applies to you. So the federal grant will be given to you at $25,000, but you won't be available. The state grant won't be applicable to you because that is only for first home buyers. So if you already had a house, you're not a first home buyer, but you plan to buy a house to upgrade in, whether you use the house that you're living in now as as an investment property, or you sell it, whatever, you're eligible for a $25,000 grant from the federal government. Now, and these are what else qualifies. So your home must be under $750,000. So it can't go above that. You have to be on a single income of $125,000, and this is the 2018 to 2019 tax return, so that's key too. Or if you're a couple, you can't have more than $200,000 as a combined income with the 2018-2019 tax return. So you also have to enter a new build contract between June the 4th, which was yesterday, till the 31st of December 2020. So it's basically giving us the full 6 months to utilize this incentive. And it must be your principal place of residence, not used for an investment property. And what a principal place of resident complies, or what it is you live in it for at least 12 months to be able to get this grant. So if we're wanting to eventually use it as an investment property, you could potentially live in it for 12 months and then move out of it. There is those options, but you must live in it to get this grant. Now, with stamp duty savings, there is still the stamp duty savings in Victoria. So if you're a first home buyer, if you're buying up to $600,000 or under, you pay no stamp duty. If you're buying up to $750,000, up to $700,000, you're actually paying a minimal stamp duty up to $700,000. So there is a lot of stamp duty savings for first home buyers. Unfortunately, that does not apply to upgraders who want to buy a new home to live in, which is their second, third property. There is a renovation grant that if you want to know more about the renovation grant, please just hit the link below, and we'll talk about that. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video because it does get a little bit more complicated. So that's pretty much it in terms of a snapshot of how this is going to look moving forward. You have to also have you have to sign a contract within this next 3 months of the 6 months of this year. You had to sign a contract by then, but you have to start building within 3 months of you signing the contract. So this is where it's really crucial that you have to get land that's already titled, and we can help you with that if you again DM me or send us a message. We can help you with that. So it's really crucial to maximize on this. You're buying your first home or something you're upgrading on. It has to be principal place of residence, so you have to live in it for at least 12 months, and it's going to be a brand new home to get this grant. So any other questions, please feel free to hit the link or comment message and reach out to us. We're more than happy to help you with even the finance. We've got a group of people that help with the whole process, so we are here to answer your questions. If you do have more questions about this grant, feel free to reach out too. But for now, that's our update. But it's a great time to utilize this grant. This kind of grant doesn't come out all the time. The last time they did this was like back 10 years ago, so I don't see it coming back out. So if you were thinking about buying a first home or upgrading, this is the perfect time. And I mean, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again, we live in the best country in the world, that we can actually get these benefits from just living in this country. And we're such a wealthy country, and we're super blessed to be living here, that the government is doing all these things to really stimulate the economy, get people in jobs, and also get people in their dream homes. So again, have a great night. Thank you for listening, and hopefully this was helpful to you. Bye for now.